Have you ever wondered if God really loves you, not just the world, but you personally? What if one woman's simple life could show you his love is closer than you think? Today, we're diving into Saint Thérèse of Lisieux, whose little way proves God's love is for everyone, even in our smallest moments. Stick with me and you'll feel his love in a new way. We are from iamloved.ai, where we share God's love. Let's begin. Thérèse Martin was born in 1873 in France, the youngest of 9 kids in a devout family. She wasn't a warrior or scholar, just an ordinary girl who became a saint. Why? Because she showed God's love doesn't need grand gestures. It's in the little things, a smile, a kind word, a quiet prayer. Her life screams 1 John 3:1. See what great love the Father has lavished on us. Here's how her story proves your love, right where you are. My vocation is love. Saint Thérèse grew up with love. Her parents, Louis and Zélie, were saints too. But life wasn't perfect. She lost her mom at 4, and that pain shaped her. She was shy, sensitive, and battled scrupulosity, feeling she'd never be good enough for God. Sound familiar? Maybe you felt unworthy too. But at 14, on Christmas Eve, Thérèse felt God's grace flood her heart, turning fear into trust. She called it her conversion, not to faith, but to love. This shows God's love meets us in weakness, like 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "My grace is sufficient for you." At 15, Thérèse joined the Carmelite convent, determined to live for God. She wasn't preaching or performing miracles, just scrubbing floors, praying silently, dealing with grumpy nuns. Yet, she found her little way, doing small things with great love. Folding laundry or smiling could be as holy as martyrdom if offered to God. Why? Because he sees the heart. Her little way says every tiny act becomes a channel of his love. Pause and think. Your day. Helping a friend, praying, pushing through. Those are proof of God's love in you. Romans 8:38 says nothing separates us from it. Thérèse wanted you to know. God loves you in ordinary moments. Thérèse's life was short. She died at 24 from tuberculosis. Even in pain, she radiated love. Her book, Story of a Soul, spread like wildfire after her death. People saw God's love through her words. They called her the little flower, and miracles followed, healings, changed hearts. In 1925, she was canonized. In 1997, a doctor of the church. Why? Her little way showed God's love is personal. Thérèse's life confirms 1 John 4:16. God is love, and whoever lives in love lives in God. Her story calls you to trust his love today, whether you're struggling or thriving. What does Thérèse teach us? First, God's love doesn't demand perfection, just your heart. Second, small acts, done with love, are eternal. Third, you're never alone. His love is there. Here's a challenge. Try Thérèse's little way this week. Smile at someone. Say a prayer. Help without expecting thanks. Notice how God's love feels closer. Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. At iamloved.ai, we're building a community around this truth. You are loved. Join us at www.iamloved.ai for prayers and stories. It's free, and it's for you. Saint Thérèse proves it. God loves you in every moment, big or small. Her little way invites you to live that love today. She said, "My mission is to make God loved." Let's do that together. Thanks for joining me. If this touched you, hit like. It helps us reach more people. Subscribe and ring the bell for more stories of God's love. Share this with someone who needs to hear they're loved. Until next time, remember, you are loved. See you soon. Subscribe. www.iamloved.ai, #IamLoved.